My name is Alex, and I am a pilot. Flying has been my dream since I was a child. When I was 6 years old, my father took me to the airport to watch planes take off and land. I remember standing there, staring at the sky as the planes soared above the clouds. That moment changed everything for me. Now, years later, I get to fly those same planes every day. I work for a small airline that connects cities across the country. My job is not just about flying, it's about making sure everyone on board feels safe and comfortable. Every morning, I wake up early, check the weather reports, and review my flight plan. Then, I head to the airport, where I meet with my co-pilot and the ground crew to prepare the plane for the journey ahead. It's a routine I've grown to love because it reminds me how much responsibility comes with this job, and how rewarding it can be. One sunny morning, I was assigned to fly passengers from City A to City B, a 2-hour flight. As usual, I arrived at the airport an hour before departure. After inspecting the plane and ensuring everything was in order, I greeted the passengers as they boarded. Among them was a young boy, no older than 8, who stood wide-eyed near the cockpit door. "Hi," I said with a smile. "Are you excited to fly today?" The boy nodded eagerly. "Yes. I've never been on a plane before." "Well, welcome aboard," I said. "If you behave, maybe I'll let you visit the cockpit after we land." His face lit up, and he rushed back to his seat, waving goodbye. Watching him reminded me of myself at that age, curious, excited, and full of dreams. As the last passenger settled into their seat, I closed the cabin door and returned to the cockpit. Together with my co-pilot, Sarah, we ran through our pre-flight checks one final time. As we prepared for takeoff, I made the usual announcements over the intercom. "Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We're ready for departure, and the weather looks perfect for our flight. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey." Moments later, we were in the air. From the cockpit, I could see the city shrinking below us and the horizon stretching endlessly ahead. Flying always gives me a sense of freedom, like nothing else matters except the vast blue sky around me. But it also comes with responsibility. Every decision I make affects the safety of everyone on board. About halfway through the flight, something unexpected happened. The cabin crew informed me that one of the passengers, an elderly woman, was feeling unwell. She had low blood pressure and seemed disoriented. Her daughter, sitting beside her, looked worried and asked if there was anything we could do. I immediately contacted air traffic control to discuss our options. Fortunately, we were close enough to our destination that diverting wasn't necessary, but I decided to descend slightly to give her more oxygen-rich air while keeping the plane steady. Sarah and I worked together seamlessly, adjusting the altitude and monitoring the situation closely. Meanwhile, the cabin crew brought the woman water and kept her comfortable. After a few tense minutes, she began to feel better. Her daughter came to the cockpit later to thank us. "You saved her," she said, tears in her eyes. "Thank you so much." "It's all part of the job," I replied, though inside, I felt a deep sense of satisfaction. Ensuring passenger safety is what being a pilot is all about. Once we landed safely, paramedics met us at the gate to assist the woman. Thankfully, she recovered quickly once she was on the ground. Her family thanked me profusely, but I told them it was all part of the job. Ensuring passenger safety is what being a pilot is all about. After the passengers disembarked, the little boy approached me shyly. "Can I see the cockpit now?" he asked. "Of course," I replied. I showed him the controls and explained how each button worked. His eyes sparkled with wonder as he sat in the captain's seat, pretending to steer the plane. "This is amazing," he exclaimed. "When I grow up, I want to be a pilot just like you." I smiled at him. "If that's your dream, then chase it. You'll never regret following your heart." It was a small gesture, but seeing his joy made my day. Later, as I walked away from the plane, I thought about how much I love my job. Being a pilot isn't just about flying, it's about connecting people to their destinations, helping them reunite with loved ones, or start new adventures. It's about staying calm under pressure and making decisions that keep everyone safe. And sometimes, it's about inspiring a child to dream big, just like I did when I was young. Another memorable flight happened during stormy weather. We were scheduled to fly from City C to City D, but heavy rain and strong winds delayed our departure. Passengers grew restless, and some even complained loudly. I knew I had to reassure them. Over the intercom, I explained the situation calmly. "Ladies and gentlemen, I understand your frustration, but safety is our top priority. Once the weather clears, we'll be ready to take off." Finally, the storm passed, and we were cleared for departure. During the flight, turbulence shook the plane, causing panic among some passengers. Again, I spoke over the intercom. "Please remain calm. Turbulence is normal, and we are doing everything possible to ensure a smooth ride." My words seemed to ease their fears, and soon the cabin grew quiet again. When we landed safely, applause erupted from the passengers. A man approached me afterward and shook my hand. "Thank you for getting us here safely," he said. "Your calmness really helped." That moment reinforced why I chose this career. Pilots aren't just people who fly planes, we're leaders, problem solvers, and caregivers. Every flight teaches me something new, about myself, about others, and about life itself. Now, whenever I step into the cockpit, I remind myself of the weight of my role. Each passenger has a story, a reason for traveling, and a destination they're eager to reach. Whether it's reuniting families, helping someone attend an important event, or simply offering a child a glimpse into a world of possibilities, my job is meaningful in ways I never imagined. Flying isn't just a profession for me, it's a calling. And as long as I'm lucky enough to soar through the skies, I'll continue to do my best to make every journey safe, smooth, and unforgettable. For me, there's nothing better than that.